Makina. Wow! What a banger!
Arzu to his right banded. Oh my, what a thing of beauty!
Down for Neri! Rodrigo Neri with the brace!
Welcome to this edition of The Report. I'm April Marie Aguilar, coming to you from Chattanooga, Tennessee, where history was made. For the first time ever, two crosstown rivals, Chattanooga FC and the Chattanooga Red Wolves, went head-to-head in the second round of the 2025 U.S. Open Cup. It was a game full of drama and intensity. The first half saw each team score a golazo. From there, it went scoreless through the second half and extra time. The Red Wolves ultimately won it 5-4 on PKs. And although the boys in blue came up just short, it doesn't take away from an incredible, electrifying atmosphere. 12,131 in attendance, the fourth largest crowd in Chattanooga FC history, and the second largest crowd to watch a U.S. Open Cup second round match. And as MLS Next Pro president Charles Alchek told us, it's a kind of experience MLS Next Pro clubs can learn from.
When we were designing the plan for MLS Next Pro, nights like tonight, games like this, rivalry games, local derbies, this is part of our vision. And having our Next Pro teams competing in the U.S. Open Cup is such an important part of that. And I think what's happening here tonight is another example. You know, these players, this game means a lot to these players, means a lot to the fans, to the coaching staff, and to everybody in this community.
And here's how much it means. The players showing their appreciation for the crowd after a match that will be talked about for a long time. March was a busy month in MLS Next Pro with heavy rotations, flex schedules, and clubs having to play more matches than normal due to the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. But one constant, the play from St. Louis City 2, named MLS Next Pro's Team of the Month. City 2 started off by beating defending champion North Texas on the road, followed by back-to-back wins over Sporting KC2, and capping off the month with a shootout win over Austin FC2. They set a new club record by going unbeaten in their first 4 games to start the season.
Collected 11 points out of 12 that's been up for grabs. We've kept clean sheets in every single game so far. We've had several academy guys come into the team, make some starts, get a lot of minutes, and we're really starting to execute the identity that we want to play in. So I've been very happy with March so far. I think being consistent is very, very important. So we want to consistently keep clean sheets. We want to be very good defensively, but for us, just as we grow, we want to be sharper in front of goal. We're creating a lot of good opportunities inside the box, and we're scoring some goals, but we want to continue to build on that and keep putting the ball in the back of the net, scoring goals, and picking up points along the way.
Last year, St. Louis City 2 got off to a slow start and ended up making the Western Conference Final. But this year, they went unbeaten in March and didn't allow a single goal. We'll see if they've put themselves in better shape for the rest of the season. Meanwhile, Diego Gonzalez has been named Player of the Month. Gonzalez scored 2 goals and had 2 assists as Houston Dynamo 2 placed second in the Western Conference at the end of March. Gonzalez also saw time, with the first team scoring a goal in a win over El Salvador. Here's his coach, Marcelo Santos.
Diego has a lot of qualities, and he's a very important player for this team. We have a young team. So it's not just the ability for him to make plays and impact the game, but he's also a leader on the team, and it's well deserved, and we're thrilled for him to win this award.
As for the other monthly award winners, we told you how dominant St. Louis City 2 was in March, so it's no surprise that David Critchley has been named Coach of the Month and Colin Welsh is Goaltender of the Month. Yuval Cohen of Inter Miami CF2 is the Rising Star of the Month. He had a brace in a win over Columbus Crew 2. MLS Next Pro is all about the pathway to pro, and as we saw in March, it didn't take long for some MLS Next Pro alumni to make a major impact in Major League Soccer this season. Former MVP Jason Russell Rowe has started every game for Columbus Crew since the season opener, scoring in each of their first 2 games, including the deciding goal in a 1-0 win over New England Revolution. Russell Rowe is already on pace to surpass his MLS career high of 5 goals in a season, set last year. After making 3 appearances for Orlando City SC over the last 2 seasons, Alex Freeman has started all 5 of their games in March, scoring his first 2 MLS goals against Toronto FC and DC United. Freeman also assisted on Orlando's first goal in the win over DC. Antony Oluwaseyi continues to raise his stock with Minnesota United FC. On March 15th, he recorded his first brace in Major League Soccer in a draw against Sporting Kansas City. He became the first Minnesota player to be named MLS Player of the Match Day since 2023. To keep tabs on these and the 160 plus other players who have taken alumni status, go to the all-new alumni page on MLSNextPro.com, where you can check out the latest signings and what former MLS Next Pro players are up to in MLS and around the world.
And when he's receiving the ball, will you follow him or he'll recover the ball? You understand? But guys, this is final. You're not playing the final. We play just a normal game. You wanna win this game? Yeah. You wanna win this game? Yeah.
And you can check out the full documentary All Access: The Road to MLS Next Pro Cup now on MLSNextPro.com and the MLS Next Pro YouTube page. What's a monthly wrap-up without some on-field action? Well, we saw this golazo on the first day of this season by Osase de Rosario against Ventura County FC.
Cross whipped in and banked into the goal. And a flash. Tacoma Defiance have tacked on a second.
And that was one of many great goals in the month of March. Here are some more while I enjoy this delicious plate of tailgate food.
Panamanian side for the Panamanian center back. Here they come on the offensive end. Shot rocketed towards goal. And LAFC2 are on the board. Matthew Evans with a ripping strike. Cuts in, gets his left boot on it, and picks out the far post.
In the 19th minute, ball is struck and in! An absolute beauty from Alex Moreno. And Portland is on the board in their season opener. Alex Moreno with an absolute beauty. No one is stopping that. Hashtag bar down. Now Kidd to Makina. Wow! What a banger! Gabriel Makina with a masterful shot. And St. Louis goes up by 2. Out of nothing. Gabriel Makina picks his head up and blasts one top corner.
It's Bassett to take, and what a strike it is! A stunner from Sam Bassett, and it's 1-0 Colorado. Sensational. Nestling in the top corner, no chance for Alvin, and against the grain, Rapids 2 leads.
Can Philadelphia muster up as Pariano and Sullivan stand over it? Evan Sullivan works on 5. Sullivan! Kevin Sullivan off of the set piece, breaks through the barrier and gives the first goal to Philly Union of the 2025 season. Breakthrough gun of New England gets behind Stokes of the Red Bulls.
We want to remind you that MLS Next Pro will once again be featured at the GA Cup in Florida this year. Orlando City B and Inter Miami 2 will go toe-to-toe in front of many of the future MLS Next Pro stars. Tune in on Tuesday, April 15th at 7 p.m. Eastern on MLS Season Pass. Well, that does it for this edition of The Report. Be sure to tune in to the next episode for the latest around MLS Next Pro. For now, I'm April Marie Aguilar. We'll see you next time.